some rules to define a identifier. Nowadays we can declare our name however we want. Our parents are keeping our name however they want, but before, in olden days, they are checking all the things like when you bought, what is the time, what are the everything. Okay, what is your sign, whether it is everything they will check on. So then they will keep a name, right? The same way, but in the Java, still now we have to follow some rules to provide a name. Either it will be variable name, or either it will be object name, or either it will be class name. Any name you have to follow some rules. What is the first rule? Any name, okay, any identifier, any identifier any identifier can contain numbers, but it will not start with a number. It will not start with a number. What is this mean by? Suppose I have given here class 7 Dhoni. This is invalid class name. Invalid class name. Suppose you have written here class Dhoni 7. This is valid class name. You can have like this also. Okay. Suppose test 1 science. You can have one between, and after that you can have a characters also. But on the starting, you are not allowed to write a numbers. Okay. This is the first rule you have to remember whenever you are declaring a identifier. Now see here, identifier can have numbers, but it will not start with a number. Okay, now see here. Okay, now we'll write an example. Okay, now see, you already know how to define a class. I already provided you all the syntax how to define a class. Okay, so here first class keyword, then identifier. Suppose whatever I said, I'm giving 7 Dhoni. So open braces and close braces. Now see here, I'm saving here. Okay, I'm saving it here. I will show you how to run your program and all the things, but just focus here about the error whatever I said. Now here I'm saving it with 7 Dhoni. Sir, is it only we have to save only with the same as class name? No, I will tell everything. First focus here. Now see, I'm saving it here. Okay, now in the command prompt I'm calling Java compiler. Okay, and I'm compiling it. See what it is saying, that identifier is expected. It is not considering this as identifier because it is starting with the 7 letter. Okay, that is why I said, right, it is the syntactical mistake. That is why you are getting a compile time error. Okay, now see here, I am removing this 7 and I am keeping here back 7. Now see, observe. Okay, I have saved it. Okay, and I am again running. Okay, and I am again compiling it. See, now the compile it is successfully because the syntax is perfect. We are following the rule. Okay, this is what the first rule is. Now the second rule is, observe, identifier. In identifier, it will not allow to use. Okay, identifier can't contain any. It will not allow to use special characters except dollar and underscore. Suppose if you are written class @test, it is wrong. Suppose if you are written like this, class $test, then it is correct. Okay, dollar, no space here. Okay, class underscore test. This is also correct. Suppose not only at the rate hash, at the rate single quoted or double quoted or okay infinity symbol or anything percentile character, otherwise and character. These are all not allowed. Only allowed is dollar underscore. Okay. First we'll write
Okay.
that point, then we'll see the example. Now see here the second one. In identifier, no special characters, no special characters are allowed except underscore and dollar. Okay. Now see here. This is the second rule. Now we have created a class, right? Dhoni class. Suppose first in the first I will keep at the rate, then I will save it here. Then I will compile here. See. Okay. Now see again it is throwing error or not. Identifier expected. Here it is showing the point. Okay, means you are not following the rule, that's why it is throwing error. Now suppose I'm keeping here underscore, I'm saving it here. Okay, now I will run it again, I will compile it again. Now see here the compile gets successfully, you are not able to see any error. Okay, now see suppose I will keep here dollar. Okay, and I will save it. Now see here I'm again compiling it. See, no error. Suppose if I keep here any other symbol except these two, suppose I'm keeping here and symbol. Okay, now I'm saving it here. Okay, now see, it will throw an error. Identifier is expected. Okay, whenever you don't follow the rules, so it will throw a compile time error. Rules means whenever you are not following the syntax, then it will throw a compile time error. Already we discussed in yesterday class. Now see here, the third rule is white spaces are not allowed. White, sorry, white spaces are not allowed. Suppose if you want to divide, if you want to do declare a class as a science test, how you'll write science one word then test, you'll provide here one space or not, normally when you are writing in notebook, otherwise science classwork, otherwise science exam, anything you take, you'll science exam. Okay, you'll write like this. Otherwise suppose you take the Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Mahendra, then you'll give some space, then sing this Dhoni, correct? These are all called white spaces. It is not allowed in Java. Suppose now see here the same. Okay, first I will write here the definition point, then we'll see the example. White spaces are not allowed. Okay, now see here, here I'm giving Mahendra Dhoni. Okay, suppose some fans heard. Okay, now I'm giving this, all the white spaces are there. Now again I'm running it here, the same file, I'm saving the same file. Now see here I'm running it. Now see, it is throwing an error, expected. Okay, it is considering that from here only the class is ended, because no spaces are allowed, right? So one word, so from here only it is expecting this opening braces, here only it is considering as the opening point. Now see, suppose if I remove spaces, so how to write that, you will follow this type. Okay, upper camel case, every word starting letter will be capital letter. Now I'm saving it again. Now see here, I'm executing it. See, no error. Okay, these are all the rules. Now see here, now tell me, I will define one class whether it is the correct identifier or not. Okay, now here class 123 test, is it correct identifier or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Sir.
wrong. Okay, suppose if I declare like this, test 1 science, Now tell me, is it correct or not?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Right, sir.
Yes. Okay. Suppose I begin here like science exam class name is. Is it correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
No, sir.
Correct, sir.
Correct. Underscore is allowed. Okay.
Allowed.
Suppose if I written like this at the rate science. Is it correct?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Suppose if I declare like this
No, sir.
dollar signs.
No, sir.
No.
Correct.
Yes,
sir.
correct,
Correct,
sir.
sir.
Right,
It is
sir.
correct. Okay. Now suppose if I written like this science space some exam.
Wrong, sir.
Wrong,
Suppose
sir.
if I
Wrong,
written
sir.
like this.
Correct, sir.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Correct.
These are the three identifiers. Okay.